Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you how to make pulled pork. It's a great slow cooker recipe, so it's perfect for the colder months. So if you would like to learn how to make this pulled pork, then let's get started. The pork will take about 8 to 10 hours to cook, either in a slow cooker or in the oven, so make sure you get started with this in the morning. Start by peeling and slicing 2 brown onions. This recipe just uses the onions to flavour the pork, but if you would like to mix them in with the shredded pork, just slice them up a little thinner. Place the sliced onions into the slow cooker or into a large oven dish that has a lid. Cut the ends off 3 cloves of garlic and crush them using the back of a knife. Crushing the garlic makes peeling much easier, it should just fall off. Place the garlic cloves into the slow cooker with the onions. The pork I'm using for this recipe is pork shoulder with the bone in, but you can also use pork leg with the bone in. Pork leg has a little less fat, so it can turn out a little drier, so just keep that in mind. Your pork will most likely have a thick layer of fat. I've just trimmed mine off. You can either do this before cooking the pork or after, it's up to you. To flavour the pork, we're going to make a rub out of a few spices. In a small bowl, combine some brown sugar, chili powder, cumin and salt. Use a spoon and mix the ingredients together until they are well combined. Pour the spice rub over the pork and press it in using your hands. Turn the pork around to coat it all evenly. Once you've used all of the spice rub, transfer the pork into the slow cooker on top of the onions and garlic. Pork shoulder or pork leg is quite a tough cut of meat, which is why it needs to be slow cooked for many hours. To stop the meat drying out, we're going to add some stock to braise the pork so it cooks in a humid environment. I'm using chicken stock, but you could use vegetable stock, water or any type of liquid you would like. The liquid needs to come up about 1/3 to halfway on the pork. I used about 2 cups. After adding the stock, it's time to turn the slow cooker on or place it in the oven and forget about it for 8 to 10 hours while it slow cooks. After 8 to 10 hours, the pork should be very easy to pull apart. You can test this by just pulling at it with a fork if you're not sure. Transfer the cooked pork onto a chopping board and start to pull it apart. I find it easier to cut a small amount off the pork and work on that first. To pull the pork apart, use 2 forks and pull them away from each other. The pork should pull apart easily. Continue this process until you have pulled apart all of the pork, leaving the bone remaining. Once you have finished, transfer all of the pork into an oven dish. I'm using store-bought barbecue sauce to coat the pork, but if you would like, you can make your own. I will leave a recipe in the information box. Use a spoon to mix the pork together until everything is well coated. Place the pulled pork in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes to heat through the sauce. You can serve this pulled pork in many different ways, but I'm serving it in buns. Just slice a few buns in half, top with the pulled pork and some coleslaw and place on the top. If you give this pulled pork a go, make sure to leave me a comment letting me know and also send me a picture on my social media. If you would like to see more dinner recipes, take a look at this roasted chicken breast with creamy mushroom sauce, or for more videos, take a look at my channel. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!